Oh, this is going to be so weird. Okay, let's bring in the chats real quick. And the reason why I said it's going to be weird is because I have wireless headphones, so the volume's a little different than I'm used to. So hopefully this is coming through and no issues. Can you see the TikTok comments? Nope. No, I can't. So I definitely want to check. Can everybody hear me? I want to make sure that it's coming through the right way. And if it's not, I got to switch over headphones real quick. So someone in the chats, let me know. Please, please, please. But no, I can't see the comments in TikTok. Loud and clear. Oh, thank God. I was stressing about the headphone thing, but the cord, I got tired of it. So I was like, you know what? I got to do something different. So anyways, so check it out. I got my little finger here. So you guys here on TikTok, it's working. Over here, Facebook, it's working. Instagram, up here, it's working. Show is working. And Facebook over here, it's all working. So yeah, let's get the show. All right. It is Tuesday. Loud and clear, and I believe we already have some people in here, so good deal, good deal. All right, guys, first up, right here, this thing, right there, right here, Tintwiz, Tintwiz.com. If you guys are not using Tintwiz now, in 2025, what the hell are you guys using? The #1 CRM. Keep everything streamlined for your company. It's all in the app right here. Go check it out. Tintwiz.com. You will not regret it. I promise. So go check it out. Tintwiz.com. And I still don't see the chat. The chats over here. I don't know what it is. It's a Windows thing because I fucking hate Windows. So it's a Windows thing. But if you guys are on TikTok, thank you and welcome to the show. I don't have any likes yet, so the few people that are watching, come on. Just saying. Where are we going? Everything's working. Old school cache and what? What the hell? Shaded image. What are you talking about? Old school cache and something. Anyways, Instagram's working. Facebook's working. TikTok's working. YouTube. You guys over here on YouTube, we are good to go. So, I say we start the show. I'm going to turn the chats off real quick. Boom! And somewhere on my 6 monitors, we got to start the show. If you guys are ready for the show, I say we do it. Let's do it. That's right, guys. It is Tint'er Tuesday live right here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. No, Twitch is somewhere, and TikTok. They're all surrounding me. If you guys ever, for the guys that know, the viewers that know, if you guys have seen my studio, you know what it's like. But literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors all right here in front of me. So, yeesh. Oh my gosh. And then everybody says he needs another monitor. No, I don't. I do not. I really wish I could see the chats on TikTok. Someone who is TikTok savvy has got to teach me how to do it over here, because I don't see anything. All I see is the live show, and then it's got like all the gift things at the bottom, and that's it. No chat. So I don't know how to bring it up. So maybe one of you guys out there, I don't know, help a brother out, because I have no idea what's going on. New shades? No. I've had these for a long time. The Tintwiz ones I was wearing, they're polarized. Well, one of my monitors is upright. So with it being polarized, I can't see it. So I had to get my old pair that are not polarized so I can actually see the screen. And for those of y'all know what polarized does with monitors, y'all understand, because I'm like doing this trying to read it, and I'm not doing it anymore. So anyways, if you have 40 cards, you can have 10 screen. Okay, Cash. Whatever. I wish I could see the comments, though. I do. Someone teach me the way on TikTok, because it's a new world for me, and so I'm still learning. But anyways, guys, welcome to the show. I know we took off last week. There was a reason why. I had a quick spare the moment trip down to Houston at the Autobahn headquarters, and that's why there was no show. So that's all right. Things happen. Things come up. I can't have a show every week. I try, but sometimes you just can't. But anyways, we're going to do the show tonight. My guest tonight was supposed to be last week, but then I messaged him and said, hey, can you do it this week? He's like, yeah, no problem. My guest tonight, Andrew Rodriguez. Now, this is a guy, I've known him for a long time. We started following each other on Instagram many, many moons ago. And we were actually talking in the lobby before the show started about, I dipped out from TikTok. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, he's been watching the show since like day one, like 2016, 17, somewhere around there. And he hit me up and said, hey, put me on the show. Say less. So we're going to find out a little bit more about Andrew and where he's at, what he's up to, and we'll kind of go from there. So if you guys are ready for the show, we will start this. Andrew, are you ready in the background? Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Because it's hard to see people do this on a little circle about that big. So I'm like, is he good? Yes, no, yeah. Oh, he gave me 2. Oh my God, someone didn't flip me off for the first time. I can't believe it. He said, we're good to go. I'm ready. Let's go. Be nice. All right. We'll bring Tintman in. All right. Let's go. My guest tonight, the one and only Andrew Rodriguez. Somewhere. Here we go. Sir.
What's going on? What's going on, my man?
What's up, bud? How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How about you? How's your day today?
You don't want to hear about my day, because my day actually turns out to be like weeks long. So we're not going to do that. Not tonight. Not tonight. Anyways, Andrew, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. But what I want you to do first, like I do with everybody that comes on the show, is tell everybody who you are, where you're at, name of your company, give a brief bio about you, and then we'll just kind of jump into things.
Well, I'm Andrew Rodriguez. I've been doing window tint for the last 25 years. I just turned 36 on Saturday, so I'm definitely not new to the game. My company's Tintman Luxury Auto Service, where it's a one-man show where we do everything from paint correction, PPF, ceramic coating, vehicle wraps, window tint, stereos, lighting, speakers, you name it, we do it. All in-house, one-man show.
That is too much work for me. That's too much. You lost me after window tint. I was like, nope, I'm done.
Like, no.
I'm done.
You know?
All right. So, and you're located where again?
I'm in, you can say Miami, Florida. So I live where everybody likes to vacation.
Okay. So business should be booming, right?
Nice and hot. Yeah, we doing good down here. Can't complain.
Good. Awesome.
Jack of all trades, you know.
I can't do stereo equipment. I would fry a car like that.
Man,
Nope.
believe it or not, it's literally simple, man. It's literally simple.
You say that, but I'm like partial colorblind. So if someone told me to cut the red wire and the green wire,
no. Don't just stick to tint. That's it. Just stick to the tint.
This is why I don't diffuse those things that go boom boom, because that's it. I would screw everything up right then and there. Nope. Anyways. All right. So how long you been tinting now?
I've been tinting 25 years, going on 26 years in November this year. Yeah. I started
Dude,
as a
that
kid.
is
Believe it or not, I started working with my stepdad when I was about 9 years old. And it was literally just cutthroat. Take the tin off. Take the tin off. Take the tin off. Take the tin off. And I used to want to just strangle him. It's like, why you give me all this? All this? I want to learn. Um, as much as I wanted to strangle him, he did show me the proper way, which I feel was he didn't show me the next step until he felt I was 100% dominant in what he showed me.
there you go.
So it took me a little long. I did my first car at the age of 15 by myself. But
Damn.
prior to that, I'd always do like side windows. He let me do the side windows. He do the back. We did that for many, many years, and then he was like, you know what? I think you got the shrinking down packed on the sides. Just have at it. And did my first car, and that was it.
Damn. And you fell in love right there. You're like, this is what I'm doing.
That's it.
Done.
Always as a kid, I like cars. So it's like, why not a better thing to work on these dope cars? How often you get to jump in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari
Yep.
or a McLaren? How not very many people get to. So to be
Nope.
able to do that as a kid was just like, yo, I like this. This is something I like. Yeah, it doesn't make good money, it makes great money. Do I do it for the money all the time? No, not necessarily. It pays my bills, but I enjoy it. I like it. So I've just stuck with it. It's something that I can do very well. I'm passionate about, and you know, I'm known to be a fireman down here in Miami, South Florida, because a lot of people put themselves in situations where they take on a project and they can't do it, and guess who they end up calling in the end? I always have to come and put the fire out, do something that nobody else around here wants to do. So I guess it's got its perks. It's good to know that I'm definitely the one that people depend on down here throughout multiple businesses that always call me for work when there's something that their in-house guy can't do. I'm the one that comes in and takes care of it and gets it done.
Damn.
Yeah.
I tinting cars at 15, dude. I was riding bicycles, wishing I had a car. Like,
Dude, I remember
tinting windows wasn't even a thing.
I remember my freshman year, right? And
Okay.
I got in some trouble in school, right? So my mom comes to the school and she's sitting down talking to the principal, and she's like, he's really just a good kid. It's got to be the people he's around and da 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 da. He works with his stepdad and does this and that. Dude, the next week I was there tinting the principal's car in the parking lot during school. The kids were looking at me like, bro, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm gonna get out of being in trouble.
There you go.
Suspension out the window just because he wants me to tint it. So that's what I did, and I ran with it, and I've been good ever since. Yeah, literally, man, it got me out of trouble. Saved me a week suspension, But
there
hey,
you go. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
teachers were loving me. I'd sit there and just do it real quick. I come early before school started and jam it out and keep it moving.
That's, dude. I hell yeah.
I learned to hustle young. As a kid, my mom always gave me the needs, the wants I had to go get. So knowing this as a kid, I always kept the ball rolling.
I tell you, if I had to tint the principal and teachers' cars to keep me out of trouble, everyone would have got a free tint job. Everybody would have got a free tint job.
They got the one time. That was it. But I literally, man, I stayed in school. I finished 10th grade. Was supposed to go to 11th grade, and said, you know what, man, F this. I'm out of here, man. I kicked the can and just started doing tint full time, and that was it. All my buddies looked at me like, man, you're crazy. You're dumb. You shouldn't be doing that. Why? Word of wisdom. A lot of those people went to college, spent all that money on college, got a degree, and didn't even end up in that field that they got a degree in. And I'm looking at them like, dude, you're paying off all this debt. I've been stacking up money since I was in high school. You were trying to figure yourself out. I've been stacking since then.
I'm laughing at one of the comments on Instagram. Is you get a tint, you get a tint. Yeah, that's what it would have been if I was in school. So so here's the thing. You're talking about going to school and kids or people paying for college and all that stuff, and then you picking up window tint and having a career and everything. And it's one of those things where school's not for everybody. We all know that, right?
No,
But we also know window tint's not for everybody, right?
absolutely.
So pick your battles. That's the way I look at it. I'm just saying. Now, I went to college. I got a college degree, but I was tinting while I was in college, and then now I'm not even using my college degree anymore. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
so it's one of those things. Like, was it smart for me to go to school? Probably. Did I need it? Probably not. You know, whatever. But
it's there. It's at the end of the day, it's an accomplishment.
it's there, right? And I'll be honest. The only reason why I went to college is just to prove everybody at my high school that I could, because they all said I couldn't do it, and I said, "Okay, hold my beer, watch this," and I did it just out of spite.
He said, "Hold my beer."
I did. I did. I hated every minute of it, but I tell you what, when I graduated and I got that diploma from college, I was like, well, I proved everybody wrong. I'm gonna go back to tinting windows. Fuck it.
Hey, fuck it.
I love it.
Some
Oh,
people
my
can do
goodness.
it, some people can't. You know.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. All right, so business is good.
Yeah, business is booming. Can't complain. You know, just picked up a gig with the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
New 53 balcony windows. So that's
So
pretty good.
let's talk about that, because we were talking about it in the lobby before the show. So you got a resort, like a hotel resort.
Yeah, it's literally it's well known down here. It's
Okay,
one of
so
the-
what was the process? What they reach out to you for? Like, what are you doing? Like, give us the whole spiel here.
So it always breaks down to how I feel when you're in this industry. You always got to try top notch to give top notch work. You know, I had an old guy tell me a long time ago. I must have been like 19, 20 years old, and he looked at me and he goes, "Andrew, I'm not happy with this job. I know you can do better." And he looked at me and he goes, "Just keep one thing in mind. If you think you're a professional, think about it like this. You're only as good as your last job. So if your last job is shit, your work is shit. A true professional isn't going to allow himself to put out shit, you know? So
I agree.
I've always tried to, if I make a mistake, fix it, try to do good by my customers, keep them happy in every aspect. And I think that's what's really built me down here in South Florida. So I had a good client of mine that ends up being one of my closest buddies. Always supports me in every way possible when it comes to my business. And he got a phone call from someone, and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for a window tender. I got this guy over here. He's had a crew of 4 people. It took them almost a day and a half to do 2 balconies, and the film's curling off." He's like, "Listen, I got a guy. This is the man. If he can't do it, nobody can." So they reached out, and I pretty much told them, you know, that they wanted me to see if I can work with the material. I looked at him and I was like, honestly, I can't tell you how it works. I need to play with the film. I need to work with it. I need to see how it works, how
Right.
the properties are. Scheduled a meeting, went out there, was with some of the biggest people in there for the Guitar Hard Rock Hotel. The head guy that I was dealing with oversees every project and gives a yay or nay on what goes on. So we sat there, looked at it. I was like, well, I need the material. So we sent the guy down, brought me up some material, and I started working with it. I applied, and I'm like, damn, this thing just literally just whoosh, throws right off. So I said, let me change my solution. Maybe it's too much soap. Took out some soap. Still, I went to straight water. Even put a little alcohol in it. Helped the water dry a little bit. Nothing worked. Just curled right off. So I'm like, all right. Grab a little torch, warm up the glass a little bit. It's tempered, so you got to go easy with it. Really, you're not supposed to be doing it, but you know, just lightly. You're just trying to release the moisture that's on the surface of that glass to get it to stick. Came with the squeegee, curled right off. Long story short, ended up being that the manufacturer put the material on the roll and rolled it backwards. So as opposed to the film curling to the glass, it's curling off.
It's curling off.
So they had this guy there that was there for a day and a half with a group of 4 people. Couldn't even get it done right. The guy's like, hey, I asked him, what's wrong with the material? Like, why is it doing this? The guy didn't even know. So it literally just broke down to just being educated in your field and knowing your product that you sell as a company and knowing all the other products around you to be able to call yourself a professional. So I just broke it down to them, educated them a little bit. They asked me, can you get something similar to that blue? I did some due diligence, looked around, found the blue that I needed. Um, wasn't exactly what they wanted. Went over there, showed it to them. One guy liked it, the other guy liked it. The other guy was kind of iffy with it. So I just kind of told him, like, look, aesthetically pleasing, this is going to be the one. What you have here is like an aqua. Your building is in the shape of a guitar and it's blue. This is aqua. It doesn't go together. So I ended up getting them to change their mind from the original aqua color to go into something that's a little bit deeper, darker blue. The guy loved it, man. He literally had one of the little guy underneath him come on over, and he's like, "Hey, we can't do this because we got the manufacturer coming on over, and they want to look at the film." And he's just like, "Well, you call him back and you tell him to go fly a kite." And we found our guy. And literally, guy looked at me. His name is James, and he's like, "Man," he's like, "how's it feel to take somebody's job?" And I said, "Honestly, doesn't feel like anything." I said, "It wasn't the first time, and it probably won't be the last." I said, "I've had to come out multiple times to fix other people's jobs that they can't do or they're just not knowledgeable about."
Yeah, knowledge is key. Not only for us as the installer slash owner slash everything, but it's also the education side to the customer, and that's what we were talking about. And there needs to be more. 100%. Like everybody out there thinks that window tint is just window tint. And it's
No,
not the
it's
case.
not.
It's not. There's so many different variations of window film that if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to fail. And if you
100%.
fail, you're going to fail on your customer, and your customer is going to just ream the living daylights out of you. So education is absolutely key in our industry, flat out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I like to say, don't nobody take this the wrong way, but I've always said it, even with hand cut and computer cut, and I'll say it with being educated and not being educated. It literally separates the men from the boys.
It let's be honest, it does. It does.
It does. It does.
It does.
We're not trying to downgrade the people that aren't educated.
No.
But at the end of the day, it literally separates the men from the boys. That's why a nurse is a nurse and a doctor is a doctor.
Well, if there's any nurses watching, they're going to be like, better watch it. Better watch it. That's borderline.
I might have to sleep with one eye open now.
Don't go to any hospitals nearby for like the next couple of weeks because you're probably eyeballed right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out the country or something,
But no, on a serious note, it does come down to education. With all the different types of films and different manufacturers, and I mean, just the adhesive alone. There's different adhesive. There's PS adhesive. There's DA adhesive. There's all these. There's air release adhesive. And if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, you're gonna butcher up that install 100%. Like
100%. And then when that customer wants to go somewhere else to get it done, well, guess what? They don't want to do it no more because somebody else that doesn't know what they're doing just put a bad taste in their mouth, and now they're just like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna can this idea and just leave it alone.
Yep. Yeah. Education. And and when I say education, I'm not like trying to harp on all the installers out there, but you guys, if you're in this industry, you really need to learn your products. One, know them inside and out. Like you should definitely know. You need to learn the do's and don'ts of your products. Where it can be installed, where it can't be installed. Learn your products, because the more knowledge you know, and you sit in front of a potential customer that has a big job like he has. How many balconies?
It's 53.
53 balconies, and how many windows are in each balcony?
There's 9 windows.
9 windows. You guys could potentially lose a really good job if you guys don't know your products, and you can't present the right education. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting them to be able to have that confidence and trust in me because I educated them in the right direction. I was in one of the rooms with one of the managers, and he's like, "Hey, man, do you know anybody that does this wrap? The wrap on the column's a little messed up. We want to get it done." And I'm like, "Well, I do that." He's like, "Well, take a chunk off, match the color, and send me over a proposal." I send him over a proposal Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, the guy calls me. He's like, "Hey, I got the thumbs up for all 18 columns, and I got PO numbers for them.
Done.
Boom.
Done. Just
sold itself because why? They were comfortable with me in the beginning because I did what the other guy didn't, which was educate them.
Yep. Yeah. And it's not necessarily separate the boys from the men. It's just separating someone who knows what they're doing and someone who doesn't. I mean, let's be honest. I don't like to say that. I don't like to say that because I want everybody in our industry to be successful and have that knowledge where they can go seal the deal on a big job and go, I did it. And it's
Absolutely.
because
it's a great
I had
feeling,
it.
You know? It's a great feeling.
100%. 100%. Yeah. I wish every installer out there would really, dig deep and learn what they're selling, learn what they're installing, learn the do's and don'ts, because it'll literally change your ways night and day on every customer. So yeah, absolutely. George said something. I love plotters. I have one myself, but I've been in situations where the vehicle pattern isn't in the software. You'll put a bad name on your business when you tell the customer I can't do it because it's not in the computer. Every professional tinter should be able to hand cut. I agree.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. I'm not saying someone who doesn't know how to hand cut is not a window tinter. I'm not going to say that, right? Because you're still installing it, and anybody that's good at installing, to me, is a window tinter. But someone who is a well-rounded window tinter, they should be able to hand cut 100%. 100%. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's more boys than men in the industry. So many just want that quick buck. I agree. There's young guys jumping in, and not only guys, but there's girls out there too that just jump in. They're like, oh, I watched the video. I can do it. I'm going to make all this money. And they give all of us that have been doing it for years a bad taste because that customer's like, well, this person over here, they butchered my fucking tint job and I don't trust anybody now. So,
no, absolutely.
Just saying.
I've even said it a long time. Sometimes I feel some women, they have that niche because they're able to be tedious and they overlook things. So something that we may miss, Detective Mrs. over here is going to go on ahead and, hey, there you go,
Hey, listen, I've been around quite a few female installers, and no offense, guys, no offense, but they would literally run circles around some of the guys that I've been around, and
100%.
they're fantastic installers. I mean, I get jealous because I see them do a window, and I'm like, fuck, they did better than me.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Never underestimate a female in our industry, ever.
No,
ever.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Most of them in the industry, they have to have the fashion that goes with it.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, no, you're right.
A lot of them got the fashion that goes with it.
They do. They do.
They have to have their like Boss Lady. I've been following her forever. She's got her favorite color is pink. It's got to be because everything's pink.
Yep.
Pink.
Pink.
It's the fashion behind it, and not only it's the fashion, but it's also in the industry. It's not even about being a knowledgeable professional, but it's also about being clean cut. You gotta look the part.
Yep.
You gotta look the part. That first look, that image is everything about a person and their customer, and how the customer sees you is really how they're gonna spend their money. If you walk into a shop, it looks dirty, messy, they're not gonna give you $600 for a tint job. It's not.
No, hell no.
It's not.
Hell no.
Happen.
It's not gonna happen.
But they walk in, they see somebody at the front desk, nice, clean cut, professional, educated. They're probably not gonna think twice.
Nope. Someone on Instagram said females see things men don't. Well,
oh man, I know who put that. I know who. Put that.
I'm sure you do.
My wife would put that. That's my wife that put that comment. That's
what's your wife's name on Instagram?
Rosa.
Okay, that's your wife.
yeah, I know.
So never mind. So you probably said it's 3 and it's only 2.
Honestly, I've been trying to teach her with the rap. I've been so busy sometimes, man. It's like I'll work 18, 19
Oh.
hours a day just to get the jobs done.
Sorry, I'm just my mind went like gutter with your wife's comment. So
Listen.
I'm just saying she thinks females see things that men don't. So when they say, well, it's 5 inches. No, it's actually 3 because yeah. Anyway, I'm I'm just saying. That was the first thing that came to my mind when she said that. I was like, yep, we've been lying to him since day one.
Jesus
So
Christmas, get out here.
your wife's gonna be like, yeah, come home. Yeah,
Come home, damn
that's
it.
funny. That's funny. But no, on a serious note, like I will never dog someone in our industry, especially when they're first starting out, because let's face it, we all had to start out somewhere, right?
Oh,
we didn't know what the hell we were doing. You know, we just jumped into it. It was like, hey, let's see what happens. So I'm never going to dog anybody to attempt it and push their limits to actually dig down and do what we do in our industry ever. But I'm telling you, some of you females out there are better than us. I'm telling you. I've seen
we can't admit it. You can't admit it to them because then they just keep hitting you
will.
the jugular with it. Like, I'm better than you, sucker.
I will. I actually went to Cedar City, Utah, a couple of years ago, and there was 5 female installers. That's it in one shop. And I went down there for I think it was like 3 days, and I was doing some kind of one-on-one training with them. Hands down, the best females I've ever seen in our industry. Like, I was sitting back going, man, they just make me look horrible.
I'm not even gonna grab my tools. I'm gonna just leave them.
I'm telling you, they had one of those miniature tractors. I don't know what the hell it is, but one girl jumped in it and she drove that thing in the shop, and I'm like, I don't even know how to drive those son of a bitches. Like, I don't even know where the damn key is, you know? And they all jumped on it, and I mean, they had that thing torn apart, took all the glass out, all the hardware, tinted everything, slapped it all together in like an hour. Wow. And I was just like, I was blown away, and I was just sitting there going, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just go back. Give me a flight flight back.
I'm telling you. They're amazing. So you females out there, or you females that are wanting to get our industry or intimidated by the male dominance of our industry, don't.
No, come on in.
You need to get in this industry 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Anyways, okay. Off that. Your wife said appreciate the compliment gracefully.
He didn't sleeping right now. Isn't it past your bedtime?
I'm reading all the chats on Instagram right now. It's hilarious. So funny. All right, so business is good. You're a one-man show. Okay, one-man show. Are you looking at bringing someone on? Have you been trying to find someone? Like, where's your next step in the one-man show thing?
I would like to get somebody in to work with me.
But
the problem down here is I want to mold somebody to be a great window tinter. I want to mold somebody for success. I don't want to bring somebody in here and then they ruin my face that I put 25 years in to get me where I'm at now. You know, I feel like getting somebody in as apprentice to mold them the right way is going to be something that's going to be key to my business. Getting somebody that says, hey, I've been doing it 15 years, I can do it, and they come in, I don't feel comfortable. At the end of the day, 25 years of my face on the line is my face. And I don't want to allow somebody else to ruin that for me. I do rely on a couple people that are trustworthy that do help me get the job done faster. Do I need them? No. Do they save me 30 minutes? Yeah. So in that case, I have a couple people, but it's one of those you got to kind of watch them. You can't just sit there and say, hey, go do this and delegate. You got to just look up over them, correct their flaws, and then keep going. But I do have a couple people. I do have one guy when it comes to commercial work. He actually showed me everything I know, and it's
Oh,
just, it's here you go and go. There's no issue. There's no nothing. No problems. I'll take him on a job site. He'll be blind as day as the job site. Never seen it. Never spoke to it. Said, "Hey, you got work tomorrow?" No, I'm coming to get you. And I'll take him to this job. I had to do it. I still remember the size of these windows, right? They were 52 by 137 inches. There was 48 of them that we had to do. And
oh,
yes, me and him literally, I walked in, we walked in on the condo at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I literally just walked through and said, look, we're going from here all the way that way, nonstop. And all I did was just grab a section, grab my tank, prep 5, 6 windows. By the time I was done prepping those 5, 6 windows, he had me 5, 6 pieces. He cut up the whole job, jumped on the other side. We met in the middle. We were literally done by, I kid you not, 3:30 in the truck, packed up, gone by 4.
that's a lot of glass. That's a
Let me,
lot of glass.
we've been doing work together for so long that it's literally, we don't even have to talk to each other. We already know. He
Ah,
knows what he needs to do. I know what I need to do, and that's it. We got the
right there.
process down to a science.
I tell you that is hard to find. One, and
Absolutely.
congratulations, you've got that, because when you have that other person that's in sync like that, dude, you talk about just and walk away.
Literally, it's I can he can
Ah,
call me and say, "Hey, I need this done at my shop. Can you come help me?" I walk in. He's already cutting up the film. Bing bang boom, hand cut it, shrink it. Me and him literally knock out a car in like 35 minutes. No pressure, not even trying.
hell yeah, hell yeah. It's good when you have someone like that. It is.
Oh yeah,
Um, but I want to go back when you said you want to find someone to mold. I'm telling you right now, I love that idea, because if you can find someone to get into the same sync as you, like we were just talking about,
absolutely,
dude, unstoppable, unstoppable.
absolutely, absolutely.
So hey, I know your wife is watching. I know your wife is watching. So I'm going to be respectful. But if there's anybody out there, especially females that want to get into this industry, he's hiring. If you want to
We're good.
learn and get molded and be part of his team, just saying, it's an opportunity. No
Absolutely.
disrespect to your wife. I'm just saying.
No,
It's I'm
she's
just saying.
definitely not like that. Let me tell you something. She's got to be one of my biggest supporters.
There you
She
go.
tries to put my name out there in every way, shape, or form. I can call her and be
Good.
like, "Babe, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm still here at the shop. Just go to bed without me." And she'll get somebody to watch the kids, and she'll come on over and she'll sit there and she'll work with me. She don't know what she's doing. I'm teaching her, but she'll sit there and she'll help me get the job done.
That's
So that,
awesome.
yeah,
Well, shout out to the wife. Yes. Shout out to the wife.
yes, definitely.
Support. Support. I tell you what, anybody out there, anybody that has a significant other that supports like that, you can't go wrong at
No,
all.
no.
At all. At all.
Absolutely, it helps. Even
Oh yeah.
women and us, we always just need sometimes
Helps up here.
that little extra push. Sometimes it's something that she may see that I don't see because I'm blindsided because of everything that's going on. Always
Right. She
bringing
said
something.
that. She said that.
I'm not even. I don't see what she's putting. So
No,
she.
I'm just saying. She said that females see things that guys don't. So there it is.
I'm
So
telling you.
yes, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Shout out to
Absolutely.
the wife though. That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's
definitely.
awesome. I love it. Okay. Outside of work, what do you do? I mean, you got to have some kind of hobbies and stuff that you
Oh
kind of
man,
into.
where do I
Oh,
start, dude? That's the
yes.
thing.
Let's go.
Down here in South Florida, we got beach everywhere.
Okay.
I did a lot of shark fishing, in my early 20s. I've caught hammerhead sharks, bull sharks, nurse sharks, tiger sharks, you name them.
What?
The biggest shark I caught to date, to the date is a 12-foot hammerhead shark that I caught out on the west coast of Florida in Captivia Island. So I like to go.
Damn.
Yeah, I like to do fishing. You know, that's always been my piece. It's always been my way to get away and just relax and unwind, whether you catch something or not. That's always been my thing. And then, you know, I still do it, but my kids, they're into outdoors. They like to do outdoor stuff. So I got into the four wheeling and going out and
Oh
doing
yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah. So I do a
yeah.
little bit of that. I used to like street racing, but you know, as we get older, we tend to, you know. But originally, that was my main hobby as a teenager, was that. Then I started getting into fishing, and then fishing came around, and then four wheeling, and yeah, I like to do anything that's outside and really that's fun, you know.
Now I mean, when I actually had like a lot of time to like really watch everybody's stories on Instagram, like back in the day, I always saw you fishing, and then I always saw you on four wheelers, always in your stories. I
Why not?
remember
It's
that.
hot. It's hot in
I
South
love
Florida.
it.
We like to eat. I like fish. You know, why not?
I
There's
do
nothing.
too.
There's
I like to
nothing
eat.
fresher than from the ocean to your plate. It's never seen the
I-
freezer. It's never, you know.
Now
That's
I'm not a big seafood guy, but I can imagine it's pretty nice and fresh.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just saying. But yeah, I love it. I love it. All right. See, dude, look, 46 minutes, dude. It goes by like that.
Oh, it goes back. I was over here shitting bricks before. Like, God damn. All right, come on now.
So
See, I feel like we've been on here 5 minutes.
you remember when we used to do this out of my garage on the iPad, like way back in the day, right? You remember
Oh
all
yeah, I
that,
remember that. And then
man?
then we started getting the giveaways in. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's when we started getting Tintwiz and
Oh
everybody giving
man.
stuff out to do the giveaways. I remember I won a rope. I won a rope from back in the day from you guys.
Yeah.
I won
Yeah.
a rope from you. I won something else. I don't even remember. But I won
That's
twice with you.
it's been quite the journey going from, you know, live show on Instagram on an iPad right out of my garage to this. I mean, we're streaming on 5 platforms. You got people on every single platform watching. It's really cool. I love it, and I love having people on here to not only tell their story, but also, you know, what they faced in their journey in the industry, or what needs to be changed. And which I'm going to ask you right now, if there's something right this minute in this time in our industry that needs to be changed, what would that one thing be?
I would say, man, we just need to weed out the bad products. Let's just let's just let's just get them out. You know, enough is enough, man. Let's just get the bad products out.
That's going to be hard to do. That's going to be hard to
It's
do.
it's gonna be hard, you know. But I think the bad products, they just gotta go, man. A lot of people just swear by it, and then after that, that's it. We gotta fix the other people's mess, you know. We gotta sit there and struggle taking that crap tin off after who knows how long.
Yeah, I think that'd be. I mean, I'm not saying it's not doable. It would definitely take a long time to do, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah. There's a lot of bad products out there. I will admit that. Yes, I've seen some really really bad stuff. What is this? Oh, look, there's a bot. Let's kick him out. Get rid of that dude. Get the fuck off my
Fuck
show.
out.
Anyways, yeah, right. Get the fuck off. That's hilarious. All right, let's do this. Where are we at? 48 minutes. Let's do it. We're gonna bring in the chats, and then give it a second. It'll kind of refresh a little bit, and then we'll do a little Q&A. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do a Q&A for a little bit with Andrew. Now, be patient. I gotta watch comments here, and here. So just bear with me. Jay's Tint 16 on Instagram said, "What film do you use?"
Lumar.
Lumar. He is a Lumar dealer. What is this? If you read this, you owe me a free tint job. I don't think so, George. Get out of here. I don't think so.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing free.
George said we need to get rid of the Korean tint. Yeesh. Just saying.
Yeah, gotta go. It's funny. I get direct messages from these Korean, Chinese places all the time trying to sell me their product.
All the time. Tyler, what's your favorite shade of all time? Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Shade like tint?
Yeah, like percentage wise, I guess.
Man, they don't really make it. Like on my truck, I got 15% and limo on top. The darker, the better. That's it. The darker, the better. Literally.
You're one of the double layer.
Yeah, I'm one of them guys.
You're one of those guys.
It's so bright down here in South Florida, man. You need it. That 5% just isn't enough. We need something darker, you know. But for me, it's got to be the darker, the better. But it also depends on the vehicle. So for me, it's a hard way to answer that question. On my personal vehicle, the darker the better. On the client's vehicle, sometimes it depends
Subtle.
on the car. You're not gonna put 5% on an S550. It's not how it goes. You want to go with something a little bit lighter, medium, a little bit classier, a little bit more elegant. You know.
I agree. How old are your kids and any pets?
Well, I have two boys. I have a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old, and then I have two bonus kids. One is 2, and the other one is 9.
Wow.
Well, 8 about to be 9, but yeah, you know.
And any pets?
Yeah, I actually got a dog. I got an American Bulldog.
American Bulldog.
Man,
Those are
that
really
thing-
cool dogs.
Dude, that thing's built like a brick shit house, man. I'm telling you. That thing literally walks around like this, man.
Like this?
Yeah, man.
Your wife just asked, what's the most difficult vehicle you've ever tinted?
All right. God, Lee. So my wife, she'd have to ask this.
Sorry, your wife's watching.
Hey, man. I'd like to say I haven't really... You know, the Teslas in the beginning were difficult because you got to learn how to work them and all that. Really,
Sure.
Now it's like a Honda Civic. The one that I'd have to say that had to take my belt from underneath my pants and broke my heart till this day. I had a guy out in Dania Beach, a company called Signature Wraps and Coatings. He called me out there to do a Lucid.
Ooh, yeah.
First time ever doing a Lucid. So I get over there. I'm like, all right, where's the material? You know, had to get mentally right before I got the job done. So I go over there and he's like, there's one problem. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, I only have enough to do it one time.
Oh. No mess ups. No pressure.
Let me tell you something. It took everything in me not to blow the whole building up. I literally got within 2 inches of the edge, and that was it. So I'd have to say it was that damn Lucid, man. And let me tell you something. Anybody in South Florida, if you got a Lucid, I'll do that shit for free because I want my belt back. Literally, man, that's the only defeat I have had in my 25, 26 years in this industry is that damn windshield.
Yeah, everybody says those cars are not fun. So
yeah,
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's you, not me. I'm just saying.
Ha ha
ha. Jace Tint 16 said, "What's your favorite vehicle to tint?"
My
F-150, baby. Those things are easy.
My favorite vehicle, as in like easy or like medium. My favorite car, I like to say, is Porsches.
Really?
I like the Porsches.
Okay.
I like the Porsches.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
It's that little touch that the tint gives the Porsches for me is just like.
What is your worst mistake you've ever that you've never made on a car? Wait, what is your worst mistake you've never made on a car? I've dented a Jeep hood when I first started. I had to replace it. Okay, go for it.
What was that again? Say it again.
What is your worst mistake you've ever made on a car?
My worst mistake, I gotta say, guilty as can be. It was literally just not paying attention, doing a convertible top, couldn't get some little fingers out, and came in like an idiot. The biggest no-no: don't bring the heat gun inside. And came in the back, got it down, went like this, came back. When I went to get out, I said, "Oh, you son of a b."
What'd you burn? The headliner?
Oh yeah, it was a soft top on top of that.
Oh,
I went to get out and there was a hole on the top. I could see out. How you doing? The light at the end of the tunnel was there.
nope. No, no.
No good. Yeah, I was probably, I like to say 19, 20 at that time.
We all make mistakes, right?
Hey, listen, that's how we learn.
That's how we learn. Goldie 0206. Have you done a cyber car?
Shit, man. Cybertrucks, man. I like to say I've probably done at least maybe like 60 Cybertrucks already since they came out. I was actually the first one to do the Cybertruck that was sold in Florida. I did the very first one sold in Florida.
Damn.
That goes for the Model X and the Model 3. I actually did the Model X 7 months before it was released to the public. I did the Model 3 6 months before it was released to public.
Damn.
I had a couple engineers reach out to me from Tesla that were literally driving around the car just trying to work out the kinks and the bugs. And they were like, listen, I'll let you do it, but you can't post pictures up of it. You know, one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to. I wasn't able to post the pictures of me working on it, the car in the shop. But once I pulled it out and cleaned it, those pictures outside in the open in the public area, those pictures I was able to post and put up. But the ones of me physically working on it, I wasn't able to do.
Negative.
Yeah. Elon Musk wasn't going to let it happen.
Cash. What's the equipment around you now? Before you say anything, I'm just going to put this out here. So what is on your right hand side behind you? The right. That's left.
No, well, that's my right.
That's your right. Okay, that one. That's a printer, right? That's a printer.
Absolutely.
And then the opposite side, that is a laminator, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, I know my shit. Yes. Now, just looking at that printer, that's not latex, is it? No. It's cartridge, right?
Yes,
it's
sir. It's a Roland.
It's a Roland, but it's not latex. It's the other one. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank now. But I do know that laminator. I've had to work those numerous times, so I know my machines. Oh my god, you guys should all give me credit. I know what those machines are.
Yeah,
just saying.
Those are some heavy hitters there. You know it.
Yeah, I mean you're printing money, and then you're laminating the money.
So yeah, correct. So we do everything in house. We do from design, print, install. Everything all gets done in house. There's no outsource anything at all.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I feel like that helps with the quality control because I'm able.
Absolutely.
I'm able to control what goes on, not somebody else.
100%. I love it. See, Cash? I know my equipment. I try to. I knew it. As soon as I saw that question, I was like, that's a printer. That's a laminator.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. Cool. Let's see here. Yeah, your wife said literally print money and laminate it. Yep. Absolutely.
100%. That's a moneymaker right there.
It is. Absolutely.
It's a moneymaker.
All right. Any other questions on Instagram? Anybody out there?
Come on, guys. What you got? Let's hear it. Anything.
Anybody up there? And then anybody else on YouTube or Facebook? Any other questions? Any other comments? Shout outs? Now's your chance. Just saying. I'm waiting for him to pop up. Let's see. Here we go. What are the most common sizes used for tint for a beginner business? Size rolls. Size rolls.
Size rolls. I say 40-inch. Can't go wrong with a 40-inch.
Can't go wrong with the 40.
If you're not doing any of these Teslas or anything like that because you're new in the business, don't even touch that stuff yet. Get a 40-inch, split it down the middle, and run with it. You know, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, I'll take the tape measure, put it on the box, grab a blade, stick it through the cardboard.
The box.
Yep, and just run with it. People look at me and they're like, oh my God, I've never seen that. Well.
Oh, all day. All day.
And guess what? You got 20-inch, you got 24-inch, you got whatever size you need. And then at the same time, if you get a back window on the Camry or Civic, they're no more than 30 inches. Guess what? You got a strip there. Now you got a strip that you can charge the client. Hey, do you want a strip? It's an additional $30. It helps with the glare reduction on the window visor.
Yeah,
boom,
40
that's
inch.
$30 off of something that's already paid for.
Yeah, 40 inch. And if you're doing an F-150 or anything that needs bigger than 20,
you can run it sideways.
Just flip it over like this, and you can do it side to side.
Absolutely.
Bam.
Absolutely.
Done.
40
Done.
inches. 40 inches the key. That whole buying that 20 inch and all that. Ask how many people out there have plotters have 20 inches.
Now we just got to convince your wife that 40 inches is enough. Goldie 0206. What is who's the best female you tint with? I don't know.
Honestly, I've really only tinted with a couple people. I did have the privilege of actually teaching my mom how to tint, believe it or not.
No shit.
Yeah, my mom will get down. My mom will get down. Absolutely.
My mom will get down. Just
Don't make me call that backup. She can do it. She's done it. She's worked with me. I probably say when I was in my mid-20s, she was out there helping me get it done. People are looking at me like, oh, that's pretty cool, mom and son duo.
There you go.
If that's the case, I'd have to say Mama Dukes, definitely.
Your wife just said Mama Teresa. Okay, let's go back to this one. What slip do you use?
I use the green slip. The 10 slime, that's it. Occasionally I'll go with some baby shampoo. But ideally I just 10 slime and let's go with it. 3 pumps and call it a day.
Three pumps called a day with 40 inches all day long.
It.
I'm just your wife is going to be so mad at me when you get home. I'm just saying. Just saying.
I'm gonna have to go home. I'm gonna have to go home and redeem myself. Damn it! You might be helping me out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, how big is your shop?
We got 3 bays here, so I probably figure we got 3 bays, office and a waiting room. It's a nice size. Probably say about like 1,500 to 1,800 square feet, more or less, in actual work area, not including the office.
Okay. Man, look at all these questions popping up. What is your best way to prevent contamination with felt seals? Tape, torch, or what do you prefer?
Really depends on the car. Sometimes I feel like the torch doesn't even work. You still get it, but ideally the tape can't go wrong with the tape. But if I'm gonna use the tape, I'm gonna still torch it. I'm gonna go with both methods at the same time just to be on the safe side.
I personally like the white tuck tape. That's my favorite tape.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. Let's see here. Where's it at? What type of vinyls do you use to black out dot matrix?
Honestly, I don't even do anything with it. I just go with the fine sandpaper and just right to it. At the end of the day, it is what it is, It's always going to be there. Sometimes you can try your best and try to eliminate it and get it to stick. It still doesn't stick.
I've always used school glue, and it works fantastic. So
I've used school glue, but then I've learned throughout the years it it comes back
Yeah.
to dirty. You know?
I know, but I'm just, to each their own, right? Have you ever held training classes or visited schools for vocational talks?
No, I haven't. That I haven't. But I have wanted to get into, you know, getting an apprentice to mold him, but at the same time teach him and get him to pay to learn the actual industry itself and actually get a double whammy from it. Because people don't realize, yeah, you want an apprentice, but at the end of the day, it costs us as a business owner to teach you.
Yep. Lots of film costs.
Yes, film costs, tools. You're gonna lose some. So ideally, that would be the route to go. Um, but I got my own personal feelings when it comes to that. You know, like tint school and certified. You know, I really, when I started this, there was no such thing as a certification. So,
Nope. Nope. They gave you a slap on the butt and said, "Good job."
yep, that's it. There was no certification. Whoever came up with that, smart man, because you found the loophole.
There you go. There you
know?
go. Do you use door protection film when installing, and do you bottom load or two stage?
I've learned with the two stage, so I just run with it, stick with what I know. Do I know how to bottom load? Yeah. Do I really care for it? Nah, not really. I don't want to peel back the door panel, and no. It's more risk of breaking something and then the customer looking and being, oh, what's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? You took my door panel apart. Are you sure it's good? It's on there? I don't have time for none of that. Let's just get it in and out.
I'll two stage every single window unless it's the Lexus IS 350 that has the little speaker in the front.
Oh, I still two stage that, dude. I found a little trick to that, man, that works for me, and I just call it a day.
You can get a certificate, but still not know what to do in the field. I agree.
100%.
I agree. Do you do a keg with pump, air, or Zep spray bottles?
I like to do the keg.
Kegs are good.
It's that, you know what it is when you do it so long, you sit there and you go one forearm's bigger than the other, dude. Like, no.
You look like you've been doing something else instead of spraying bottles. Just saying.
Yep, taking that chicken and
Dude, oh my god. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm like, man, I could totally bring your wife into that comment, but we're not. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. This is PG. Whatever.
We'll save that for the Tint'er Thursday after hours.
Yeah. The after hours show. Yeah. What was this? Bro, my hand used to be all jacked up by spray bottles every day. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, can't go wrong.
The cake can also give you a professional look. Yeah, I can see that.
I get a lot of people that look at me and they're like, "What's that fancy thing you got there?"
Yeah, what's that contraption?
Yeah. So it works. But I feel like customers like to see somebody that invest in their company. You can't.
Yeah.
Mike Norrick said this a while back, and he said, if you're going to go show up with something that you can get from the store, they're going to think they can do it themselves. But if you show up with something that's fancy, they're going to be like, wow, what is this fancy tool to get this job done?
100%.
100%.
I love Mike Norrick. I mean, I could sit and talk to him like all night. Like
and it's crazy because the guy's so humble.
Yeah.
He's so humble about where he came from in the detailing business to where he's at now.
Yep. Trust me, I've had long talks with him
and the
in
man
the past.
Always answers his phone.
Always
Answers his phone, and he lives by business, by doing right, which is always a positive thing. Shout out to Mike Norrick for setting the standard time for
him. Yeah. Mike Norrick 100%. For the win. Absolutely. Yeah, he's a good guy. I love that guy. All right, guys. We're at an hour and 10 minutes. turn the volume up for the people in the back. Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna turn off the chats. Get rid of those guys for now. See, dude, I told you, man, it'd go by like that.
Oh, it flies, dude. It flies, definitely.
Everybody else watching is just going, "Are they done yet?" But us on here, it's like, where did that hour go? Like, it's gone. It's gone.
Imagine how fast that hour will go by what we were talking about earlier before the show.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
hour,
I got.
that, yeah, we'll
got
just
you.
keep that between me and you. We don't.
I got.
Just know my
I got
man
you.
and me just plotted up to something, and you guys are gonna see something coming real soon. That's gonna be a new addition to the show, and
Yeah.
you guys are gonna like it. So get ready and sit back and wait, because we on the same page on this one.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I like the idea, and yeah,
It's different. It's different.
It's different. Yes. Yep. I think we're going to start. Anyways, you guys will just have to stay tuned.
You guys are gonna have to just keep on watching every Tuesday to wait for that change.
Yeah. It'll be something cool, something different, and educational at the same time.
Absolutely.
Right? 100%. Dude, Andrew. I love it, man.
It's been a pleasure, my man. It's definitely been a pleasure.
It's great. Absolutely. But before you go, you've got to leave a legacy of you being on the show. So what I want you to do is tips, tricks, final thoughts, ideas, whatever the case may be. I want you to say it from your heart. This is your part of the show for the legacy. Here on out, everybody's going to go, I remember Andrew because of... So go.
Man, literally just stick to it. Keep your mind in the game. Be open-minded to learning something new. Literally in this industry, I've learned stuff from people that I've looked at them like, yeah, you ain't shit. Guess what? Put my foot in my mouth because I learned something from them. So always be open-minded. Don't be afraid to learn. Knowledge in this industry is key. Key. And always just keep going. No matter what. Always try to find something new. If it doesn't work, find another way. Part of being a professional is adjusting to your atmosphere, adjusting to what you're doing.
I agree. I agree 100%. Absolutely. Andrew, it's been real. It's been nice, but get the fuck off my show. Get out of here. He wasn't even expecting it. He was just like, what? He's gone. No, on a serious note, guys. All right, Andrew, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm gonna start working on that thing that we were talking about before the show. We'll see what I can come up with. I'm gonna do my best. I think it'll be something cool, something different, something exciting, and educational at the same time. So, Andrew, dude, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Just stay right there. Okay? Don't go anywhere. I think we're good. Adjusting to every situation, absolutely. TikTok, you guys have been great. Damn, look at them likes. Up there, left and right. Another one bites the dust, absolutely. No one can come on the show without getting kicked off. I mean, that's just it. It's part of the show. You signed up for it. It's just what happens. Okay. I think we're good. Guys, I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Thanks again to Andrew for being my guest on the show. And TikTok, thank you. Instagram, thank you guys. Thank you so much for commenting and asking questions. I love it. Facebook, same thing with you guys. YouTube, same thing. I'm like, high five, all the screens. Anyways, next week, I do have a guest. Well, I do. I just got to make sure he's free. But he's like, yeah, just tell me when. So next week, there will be a show. We'll be good to go. We're going to be back on track. And yeah, it's awesome. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. That is it for Tint'er Tuesday live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. So I'll see you guys live right here next week. And that's it. I'll see you guys. Thanks for being